Hi and welcome to the sports segment here on Pulse with me, Ray Kwampofo. National 100-meter record holder Benjamin AZAMATI says that he was tense prior to his race at the Olympics Games earlier this year. The 23-year-old failed to make it past the heat after finishing 4th in Heat 7 behind Australia's Rohan Broen and Johan Blake of Jamaica, and then Great Britain's Chinedu Uja. Now, AZAMATI has been speaking to my colleague George Addo Jr. in detail about his maiden Olympics appearance.
I mean, I think for you, and knowing you, I'm sure the Olympics played in your mind a lot.
Yes, it did. But to talk about the Olympics, I mean, it was the biggest stage I've ever gone to.
Yeah.
Aside the World Championship. The World Championship was one that I didn't get the chance to run an individual race. But this time I'm there running an individual race. But as a person representing West Texas A&M, representing Ghana, being a Ghanaian record holder, it brings a lot of pressure. You understand? So getting there, I was nervous. To be honest with you, I was really, really nervous. And to talk about the second fastest human in the world being by you, that's something extra. So, and I don't have the experience just like them. And if you could hear the commentator, he was like, yeah, I've been doing really, really well in the college system, but I have been running all by myself. You understand? So I don't have the experience that these guys have. Do you get it? So at that moment, they beat me to it, like psychologically. Yes, this guy is nervous. So my times and their times, yes, I could have won that race. Yes, if I've run that good, I could have won. But the psychological part
Game was big.
Yes,
I was just even thinking about your the build up to yours. I think in Heat 5. You were in Heat 7?
Yeah, Heat 7.
Yeah, so Heat 5, African gets disqualified. Heat 6, African gets disqualified. At that point, you had to break over your start.
I was watching in there. I was like, damn, another African country got out. Another African country. So what am I supposed to do?
And like
should I have to take time in the blocks? Like all those things play on my mind. So yeah, it was a big factor.
It was a great experience.
Yeah, but it was a great experience. I got to talk up to a few professional athletes, and it's nothing big. You just have to learn a few things from them and all that. I'm still in touch with them, and they are helping me. So I think next year is gonna come out good.
Yeah, and the thing that you said about the experience that these guys have, because obviously because they go for more meets, they see each other more, and you were missing that.
Yeah, you're a new guy. Who are you? You are just running with college guys. We run amongst each other. We know what we can do. We know how to focus on our race. If you watch my race, you knew I was focusing on Blake. I was not focusing on myself. Yes, that amounted to that. That amounted to me running such a time. That was the poorest race I've ever run that season. I get a 10:13. I've not run beyond even 10:07. So it shows you like what I was going through at that time. And also, I sat for 2 months before the Olympics. As a country, other athletes had their country sending them to meet, their association sending them to meet. I didn't have the opportunity. My coaches couldn't enter me into meet. Do you get it? So I felt I lost my race shape and everything. So they all played a role in it. But it's a learning process. And this time I don't have to sit down for the country to send me to meet now. I have to do things by myself. So it was a great experience basically.
It's important. It's going through that and I wouldn't count the number of times he has watched the race over and over again, knowing AZAMATI and all of that. So you guys stay in touch? I mean, Joe Paul and the rest of you guys stay in touch?
Yeah, we are in touch all the time. Joe usually calls. He's a guy that wants to check about all of us to know whether we are healthy and all that. So yeah, he's the team captain, so of course he has to do that. So, but we are very much in touch, and I think Sean is going to come down to train for World Indoor. So. Yeah, when he comes, I'm going to train him and all that. So yeah, we are all in touch.
It's a big 2022. I mean, for athletics lovers like us, I mean, for everybody, because there's so much to come. I mean, really so much to come, and I'm sure you're looking at each event with a wicked eye.
Yes, of course. Yeah, having the experience from the Olympic Games, I think next year is really going to be big for me because we have the World Championship in the UK. We have
you got the Commonwealth Games as well.
Yeah, we have the Commonwealth Games in UK and the World Championship in the US.
Yes.
So take them one by one. Yes, first I have the NCAA season. That is where I have to build myself and everything, and then go into the Commonwealth Games. I have high hopes going into the Commonwealth Games and the World Championship too. All I have to do is stay healthy and then keep on practicing.
Well, good. So If I put you by the president, what are you going to ask him to do for Ghana athletics?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things.
And maybe I want to make it. If I make it, what is he going to do for Ghana athletics? It will be like you're taking the job of the GA president. So
that's true.
I want you to tell me what you asked the president to do for our student athletes.
Yes.
You see, because of the gaps and the drops and the fact that there's school to finish, what kind of help do you guys need?
Okay, so with my experience in the US, you know, you are in school for the academic work, yes. So the fact that you're a student athlete and doing sports, the professors or the lecturers have to take into consideration that you would have time to go for practice. So that is what I would do. The sports directorate or the president of the sport has to sit with if it's the dean or I don't know how to term it, but your sports schedule has to be factored into your academic schedule too.
Okay.
That the fact that I have to go to class from 8 to 3 and from 3 I have practice. That means you don't have to pick any class that is beyond 3. Do you get it? That is what they do for me. And you can mix eyes. So far as your coach tells your professors that, hey, I have this event coming up. I'm going for a meet. You understand? So you can miss eyes and you can make up for it. But I think in Ghana here, no, you don't have that. When you miss it, you miss it.
Yeah, in trouble.
And you pay for it. So those things play a role in the athlete's head. I'm going for a meet. I'm leaving my academic work down. You're not even focused at that time. You need everything in the tracks. You need to be focused. But if you have a divided attention, it's not going to go well for you. No. So I think those things have to be considered. Factor the fact that they are sports people into consideration. Put them into their schedule. Let them have time to go for sports. Excuse them to go for meets and all that. And then aside that, yes, I know there have been coaches being sent to do IAF courses and all that. Yes, and then also another thing will be stipends for student athletes, be it national athletes or the student that want to, this is what I want to do. This is the field I've taken. Let's say the school not in section. I want to, practice and all that. Like those things will help them, travel from here A to B. Most of them really don't have the financial needs. You understand? So you give them that, and then it's going to help them. And then one thing is, I've realized this when I was in the University of Ghana. My coach did the track and then also the gym. It doesn't help because he has little knowledge about the gym. So you would think you are improving the athlete, but no, you are not. So there should be like a course for people who want to do strength and conditioning, because back in my school we have the coach for the strength and conditioning is someone who has done his masters. He did specifically in weight. You understand? So if you have such a person here, it's not just about coming here and running. No, you have to build your muscles. If you don't have that, people are going to beat you to that.
It's important you know that, because when I spoke to Coach Steele, he said that when they met you, the one thing they needed to work on immediately was that.
That's it. And look at how fine I am right now. So that was the only thing that was needed. My technique was fine. You can have all that, but if you don't have the strength, no, people are going to beat you all the time. So I feel like there should be a course for also strength and conditioning. Have a gym for national athletes. That when they come, they have a coach that will train them and everything. That is what we lack. So we can do all the runnings, but if we don't have that strength and conditioning, no.
You got it. We're looking forward to that special year. I mean, but aside all the athletics and all of that, you've been whiling away time a bit. You're a Barcelona fan. It's brought a lot of grief to you, hasn't it?
I don't want to talk about Barcelona.
But have you decided to leave the club? Are you on loan? Do you want a club to take you on loan? Chelsea's available if you want to.
I'm a PSG fan. So
so now you're PSG.
Yeah, I'm just watching PSG for some time because of Messi. So but then I've not left Barcelona.
But difficult times for Barcelona.
Yes, it's really difficult times. We can't even win a game. Like it's very bad.
And then Barcelona in the Europa.
Yeah, we will come back. Now we just have kids in the game. So it's gradual. And step by step.
And how have you been feeling and feeding into the Black Stars, in action, all of that with the South Africa? Have you been watching the Black Stars?
Yes, I do. I watch them. Yeah, I've been watching their games and everything. I think they are doing really, really well. They've qualified for the World Cup.
They are now the final phase.
Yeah, they have to play the playoffs to get it. So I think they are doing really, really well. And having the coach back, I think
everything is working. Yeah. And you followed the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, the National Science and Maths Quiz,
yes,
I guess.
of course.
Yeah.
The boys did well, but
yeah.
you know.
In fact, when I watched the Formula One, I'm like, oh wow, this one looks like the Presec Prempeh thing. Like Presec were almost winning, and Prempeh took it away. Just like
we still
that.
have 6, so
you're
we
good
are still the
that.
reigning champions. We have 6. So.
Yeah, hey, there's always blue pride somewhere in the pockets.
Exactly.
No matter how you do it. So, Machi, thank you very much for your time. But what will be your final words to those who followed you heavily? I mean, tweeting, following your tweets, following everything as AZAMATI, and of course, following the whole quartet. Just all of you. What you got to tell them?
Yeah. So I've got people asking me when are you competing and everything. The indoor season starts next year, and I'll be competing somewhere around the end of January. And of course, I feel next season is really going to be a good season for me. Looking at the experiences I've gathered so far this year, I think taking those experiences into the next season will be something that will be very, very good for me. So yes, this is not my best season yet. There's more to come from AZAMATI, and I want to say a very big thank you to all my fans, people that always call to check up on me, and pray for me, and all that. And also I have words for young and upcoming athletes, to not give up on their dreams, but to be disciplined, determined, and dedicated to whatever that they are doing. If you are not focused, you aren't going to get to the level where you want to be. So, but of course, you have to also take your academics seriously, because academics took me to where I am now. So you have to combine both and then do well. Never question greatness.
Yeah, never question greatness. That's AZAMATI for you. Yeah, he still holds a record for 100 meters, and we all saw him do it in style, 9.97 seconds, and he had a fantastic season. Now you want to go on to my Joy Online and go and check out. You have to check out that little piece I did, AZAMATI, the latest race car, ripping all the records out there in town, and with that you can have a whole catalog of exactly what he did in back in college. He did so well in school as well. Fantastic one. Thank you very much, AZAMATI, for your time once again.
Thank
I
you.
wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching.